thought our kickoff returner Melvin Thompson showed some signs. I got to do a better job of giving him some opportunities to catch the ball in space and be able to run with it.
Your initial impressions right now, 30 minutes, 20 minutes after the ball game, what's the one glaring thing you saw overall that has to change for us to be competitive?
Well, I think we cannot beat ourselves, and that's what we've talked about, Dallas. Is we've got to do two things. We've got to be physical, which I thought at times our kids were, but then the second thing is we've got to be able to play assignment football. That we're not in a position where we've got guys that can overcome when they don't do their assignment, and that's just where we are. That's not a negative, or that's not a shot on anybody. That's the truth. And we got to be able to do our jobs and do them well, and that's on us as a coaching staff. We've got to continue to be able to get better so that those kids feel comfortable being able to line up and play football.
And I know as a coach who spent your career on the defensive side of the ball, you probably saw a lack of real secure tackling too.
Absolutely. And that's the hardest thing about football nowadays is how in the world do you simulate live tackling in your fall camp? When you're young and your depth isn't great on offense, I'll be honest with you, that's probably my fault. I didn't have them ready to tackle because we didn't do a whole lot of full contact, take them to the ground tackling all fall camp. And so that's what you see in the first game. There's no question about that. We've got to improve that, and we will improve that.
All right, and you're off next week, and that gives you an extra week to teach and for the kids to learn and everything. And then you start conference play, and this conference just gets seemingly a little more brutal every year.
No question.
We were just looking at finals that just came across. Saw Ross beat UT Permian Basin by about 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Wow.
So there's a lot of talent in this league, and there probably aren't a lot of great opportunities for a program that's hunting a foundation right now to really get excited about. But that first game in Abilene against McMurray, I know has to be a ball game you feel you can compete well in.
Right. Well, Dallas, we're going to get excited every time we get to go play football on Saturday afternoon, and that's college football. Only 3% of high school athletes get a chance to play college football, and so whoever lines up across from us really doesn't matter. We're going to be excited. We're going to play the way that we want our Yellow Jackets to play every Saturday. Absolutely, we think we need to be competitive in ball games, but I tell you what, now that football team you just saw was a good football team.
Yeah.
They had some good size. That's a team that would be a competitive team in the American Southwest Conference. That was no weak sister, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we've got to take care of ourselves to give ourselves an opportunity to compete. Doesn't matter who lines up across from us at this point in time.
Well, in 2 weeks it will be McMurray in the evening over in Abilene, and we didn't compete very well with them last year, and hopefully this time around we can put up a fight.
That's
and
right.
Have a shot at winning. And you look back in this ball game at the mistakes and the turnovers and stuff like that. This obviously is a game you could have taken into the fourth quarter and had a shot at.
Absolutely. And that was our plan, and that is our plan. That's everything we do in our program, through our boot camp, through our off season, is to be able to compete your tail off for 3 quarters to give yourself an opportunity in the fourth quarter. And so, coming out there at halftime, that was disappointing to be able to like they went on that run right there in the third quarter. I thought that really hurt us. If we can come up with a couple stops and get some big plays, explosive plays, I thought that'd get us back in the ball game and give our kids an opportunity to go compete in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Braxton, thanks for your time, and appreciate you making your way up, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
That sounds good. Hopefully in 2 weeks I don't see you, because if we win, I'm going to stay in the locker room and celebrate and send somebody else up here. All right?
Thank you,
Thanks,
Braxton.
Dallas.